my beautiful stars, reading time. Your overthinking is playing havoc on you. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a what you think your intuition, your overthinking. I'm more seeing it's like a seesaw with your intuition. Sometimes you're on the money, and then I think the right collective, you're questioning yourself too much. So we're going to see what your main focus is. And then we're going to see what's really going on with the situation that's stressing you out. I'm hearing love and career for this, but anyway, let's confirm. Okay. Main collective, what you think is going on in your current situation. Okay. Literally seesaw. So okay, Ten of Cups, but with the Chariot in reverse. So what you think is going on. Ten of Cups is such a fulfilling energy. I always say it's really when that kind of, you're looking at your life and things just seem to really, all your ducks seem to be in a row. Okay, this card specifies a blissful relationship, harmony, emotionally fulfilled, divine love. But this could also be to do with certain family things as well. But then next to it you've got Chariot in reverse, so lacking direction. So whatever emotionally fulfills you, whatever creates that nice center in your soul, you have moments of really believing this is like a Ten of Cups energy, but then very quickly you realize there's a lack of direction here. You feel powerlessness in the situation. So it's kind of like you're in quicksand with this. There's a lot of, this is about facing opposition. So maybe there's a lot of opinions flying around here that can quite easily get your mind ticking a lot as well. And sometimes we can have a really beautiful, still perspective on things, and then we can hear things from family, friends, or even online that can set that, you know, everything's starting to turn up here. And clearly that's what's happening for this collective. But when it comes to your Ten of Cups environment, you feel that powerlessness, like you've got no control over it right now. Okay, so maybe this full moon started really playing havoc on you emotionally. But within the next month, next full moon, our full moon was yesterday, the day before. It's sad because remember, this is your overthinking, and this is a kind of emotional awareness, even through a climax of emotion. Maybe right now you're thinking, I need to move on from this. Maybe this cycle is just, it's completing out right now. Maybe there was just a big lesson in this. It's funny because we've got these two here, and then we've got your Ten of Cups. It's like for so long you had belief in this. Now, with the lack of direction, the powerlessness in the situation, you're starting to realize this emotional climax I'm facing with this. If this was really meant to be, if all the things I had envisioned were meant to be, shouldn't it be in by now? Okay, don't make it fit. Okay. Confused. Seven of Cups. Maybe you're focusing on a lot of different things right now, which is putting you into confusion. And that's the main message for this collective. Right now, your mind's going so much, you don't even know what to be true with your emotion. Some moments you think your intuition's right, but then you're like, but how can it be right? Can it be right? Am I just sitting in wishfulness? Is it my wild imagination getting the best of me? Which means for the right collective, for it to be this up and down, this energy has been on standstill for a long time. This lack of direction with this situation has been here for a long time. One more for your top row. Okay, for so long you thought it was a manifestation. And then again, because this is, I always say that Three of Wands, it's on the distant horizon, but manifesting big developments in work or love, both. I feel for this collective, it's a few things that are really setting your mind into acceleration, especially with this Seven of Cups here. There could be travel here as well involved with, let it be the love situation or the work situation. But then again, I think this is what you question. Is this a manifestation or is this just wishful thinking? I feel frustration. I feel this collective, you're frustrated. For you to feel powerlessness, you really do feel like this whole situation is out of your control. All right, let's confirm these. Okay, so this is where now you think your intuition is telling you, I need to make adjustments. I need to switch my goals up when it comes to this Ten of Cups. I need to reevaluate this whole situation. This would really bring an onset of sadness. So Ten of Cups is really the ultimate. It really is. It really makes us emotionally fulfilled. So for you to now be thinking, I need to reassess, this would be so heavy on your heart. This wouldn't be an easy emotion to face right now. So don't make it fit. You've either literally kind of hit your brink. There's been tears of sadness. There's been anxiety. I'm seeing that Nine of Swords right now. It's like it's very hard for you to sit in stillness, especially if you've been waiting for a very long time. Okay. Okay. Oh, that literally flipped in my fingers. You know, so with this, I always say that Four of Coins, to me, it reminds me of Gollum in Lord of the Rings with the ring. My precious. Just so, like, fixated on that bloody ring. You know, there's... whatever's very stuck here, you have moments of thinking you lack mindfulness when it comes to this, and I don't think this right collective, you like what it does to you emotionally. I don't think that you like to tunnel vision or fixate or obsess over this, especially because you don't have any answers. And as well, this could be your finances as well, especially if you've envisioned an influx or you're expecting an influx of something and it fell short. Four of Pentacles. He reminds me of that avid saver, very frugal, very kind of... Or maybe you know this as well. Maybe you know you've got to start getting your finances better in check. You've got to get better with savings. Maybe you're really stressing about your financial flow right now. And it's odd because I'm just staring at this Chariot and this Four of Coins. For some reason, intuitively, I don't think this collective, wow, this full moon was a tower for you. So it really was an energy surge. Important detail because that's just confirmed it. But I'm looking at this and I actually don't think you're going through like severe financial stress, the right collective. I actually feel this collective, you're quite comfortable, but maybe, especially with what you've envisioned for your future, if you're not hitting that goal just yet, maybe this is where that stress is coming from. Because remember the first thing I said, it's like the lack of mindfulness. And I think this collective, when you're in center and you're not going through this, very hard emotion to get through. But I always say towers are actually beautiful because they're recreating a better structure. But anyway, you know, when you have those moments of being able to breathe and center, you're like, I'm not thinking of this situation right, okay? But underneath this full moon, this emotional, I'm seeing that fiery climax. I don't think anything shocking has happened because, again, you feel stuck. You feel powerlessness. You feel like, where's the direction in my life? I feel really... hamster wheel, eat, sleep, repeat. You're feeling, where's the excitement in my life? Where's the change in my life? So I don't think something's just come in and shook everything up, but your emotion. I think it's your emotion that has really shaken you up over this full moon. This is a card of bankruptcy, but again, I don't feel that for this collective. but you're coming an emotional revelation of the mind, body and soul, so you think. Okay, I'm not here to tell you if this is right or wrong. I'm confirming the right collective's energy, what your overthinking is telling you. But wiped out, destroyed, it could be a divorce, especially with this Ten of Cups here on the table, but chaos, emotional chaos. So that it's really confirming. Remember the deviation when I picked up that Ten of Cups with this having to reassess everything. That's not an easy emotion. And let's be real, Tower, it really is one of the most painful yet most evolving cards in tarot. It's more because it's so sudden and unexpected. But the thing is with this collective, I think this has been brewing over the past couple of weeks for you. I think your energy has been quite temperamental, quite, you know, rapid changing. Seven of Cups. And just remember, and this is what full moons are meant to do, when a tower appears, let it be physically or emotionally, what we're focusing on in that moment, what's going into destruction, doesn't serve our soul. It doesn't serve us. And it's very hard when the human brain is involved and we have that focus, that lack of mindfulness, right, towards a situation. We can't see the answers in the moment. I get it. But if you've had an emotional, even physical tower through this full moon, it was never the structure that was inside of you or externally was not serving you. It wasn't a firm tower. It was a rickety tower, okay? Needed to be rebuilt so we could create forward movement in your life. Okay, so this is what confused about, and it's funny because I just said the past few weeks. This says 3 months, so maybe this confusion and this up and down has really been trickling in over the past 3 months for you, okay? But this can also be about 3 months ahead. So where are we now? We're in June, July, August, September. So there could be something maybe you've expected to unfold in September, or let's go 3 months ago, March. Things started really shifting energetically. But believe it or not, my bloody eyeballs, the universe, this is a divine aid card. This is divine intervention. So they've been trying for the past 3 months and probably will for the next 3 months to get you out of confusion. They want to reveal your subconscious mind. They want to create a new emotional cycle for you so you can actually start seeing clearly. Perfect match to get you out of this wishfulness, well, what you think is wishfulness and your wild imagination. Divine aid, okay, through certain endings you're having to face. I know we're talking about what you're overthinking about. I actually think that's a divine card. I actually think that's coming from up above. Yes, you're sitting in confusion. Yes, you've had an emotional climax. Yes, you have felt like this, but these two coming more from up above. But in this very moment, maybe you don't understand, because that's why we're doing this reading, what you're really feeling, okay? Again, it's just a fog up here for the right collective. And then Three of Wands. Okay, so this is where you've hit your brink. So clearly there is someone attached to you that's very flippant here. They haven't been honest. So what you've been waiting for your ship to sail in with, maybe you've been waiting for a confession or a declaration of love or someone to be open about why certain destructions have happened in your life. But flippant, nothing to say. I don't want to say gossip, but more someone not speaking their truth, unanswered questions. Maybe there was a bit of gossip in the background with whoever this person was, maybe on their end, even your end. But there's a reason I kind of stopped myself. But maybe if you know your person's quite impressionable, or you know, they really sway to other people's opinions. They seek outside admiration. They kind of live their life through someone else's lens and expectations. So more, they think they're a free spirit, but they live through their family's guidance or through their friendships. Okay, that could be why there's maybe you think there's floating opinions around, but more, I think for so long you've waited for your unanswered questions to be answered, and that has also set a tailspin in you, especially with this full moon energy. Okay, and Mercury retrograde is creeping up, so that really puts a lot of things under review when it comes to communication issues. So doesn't surprise me it's stirring. Okay, but anyway, so that's what you think. Your poor little overthink. I don't even know. I don't even think this collective, I've said it a couple times, I don't even think you know what you're thinking. It's still very up and down. Okay. All right. I just want to first get the universe's outlook on just your current life at the moment, and then we're going to break down your career and we'll break down love for you, what's really going on in both aspects. Okay, universe's perspective. I'm staring at my animal cards. I think I need to get them for this collective as well. Okay, hold on. Universe's perspective. What is this main collective actually going through right now? Although I think that Divine Aid and Tower card kind of sums up what you're really going through, but it's hard to see through it because your subconscious belief system, your old belief system, is interfering with your inner knowing. But anyway. First card! Stop it! Sorry. You got the Trinity card, the soulmate. You got the swans. This is what's really going. And if you really think you're on a divine journey, it's not meant to be easy, my angels. It's hard to find your divine light. 5% of the population. Can I just say, just side note, if you are in separation with someone you believe to be your divine, an average divine separation is about 3.5 years. Just thought I'd drop that in. Okay, it's not easy. And your commitment gets tested day in, day out. But soulmate, twin flame, the one, a pair of things, deep soul connection, blooming love, faith. Have faith, especially in those moments you don't want to have faith. I always say this, and clearly what you're going through is what you need to go through right now. You need a purge of something, right? But true, any soul connection, and I talk about soul connection and how the universe shows us examples of this nearly every day. You think of a family member, they call. You think of a friend, they message. You know, when you're around your girlfriends and your cycles, your girlies sync up. It just shows the people that are connected to our soul energetically. We literally embody their emotion if we know it or not. Okay, it's the same with divines. Just because you're not in contact, just because it's not that free flow, it doesn't mean that you're not feeling each other. Okay, so when you have these moments of questioning everything, all you're doing is putting fear into your threads. Okay, and it's very easy. I get it. It's very easy for me as a reader to say, don't have fear. The human emotion is hard. I get it. But it's just being stronger than your mind. Okay, and that would piss anyone off when you're going through what I'm saying you're going through. I get it. But this... They're trying to reinstill your faith right now. And 6. So this month of June, probably this whole month has been hard for you. All right. I don't know why this is coming to my mind, but it's coming to my mind. And this isn't, hopefully it doesn't come out triggering. Okay. You don't know what your time is, right? And let's just say right now in this very moment of your journey, right? And this is just a hypothetical, but let's just say right now in this point of your journey, the person that is creating this emotional havoc in your soul, because there's a reason you get the longing veil and the avoidant veil, runner chaser journey. I always say this, when they have that avoidant veil on, the running veil, they are avoiding, they are running. They're trying to replace, they're trying to remove, they're not ready to confront their mirror. So maybe this very point of your journey, this person, and I will tap into it, but there's a reason this is coming to my mind. If they're not aligning to you energetically and they're more focused on career, or they're more focused on other kinds of love, or just going out and having a good time, that is part of their healing process. And this is why I say to you guys, you don't focus on them. Don't focus on them. Until that veil shifts in them, they don't see you the way they're meant to see you. And this is why I say to you guys, so sad, because the people that get the longing veil, because you've seen it all in your 4D mind, you've seen your end stop, you think they're sitting there pining after you. They're not. Okay? In the nicest way, I'm ripping off the Band-Aid. You just need to trust that the universe will align you. What is meant for you will never pass you by. When your frequencies, your healing energy, your spiritual souls align. Okay? This is why my universal belief, everyone's got their own belief on twin flames. Twin flames do not come in. You're trigger central, you're worse than karmics. Again, you're that mirrored connection, right? It's you finding your divine light. It's you finding your divine frequency that brings you in. Because true divines, you're meant to impact this world in some way or form. You can't just do that with one person, okay? You might feel you're ascending to your divine being, pulling up that red thread that's connected to them. But until they hit that timeline, you're not aligning energetically. Just how when you activate, you guys go through a complete cull of the life you once knew, the people you once knew, because they don't align with you anymore. We align with the people that match our frequency, because people that come in are meant to be a projection to our soul of what we need to heal, become self-aware about, and also what we need to balance and adapt. Okay, so just... I know right now you don't want to hear it, but just trust, okay? All right, what's really going on here? Oh, justice, your purple curtain, your life lesson. So we talk about it. The shadow, what you guys are changing your frequency to, okay? Justice is at play. As you are going through your lessons on whatever stage you are, so is this person. Who cares if they're behind you? You need to surrender to your journey, surrender to your expectation, because this is what sends the havoc. It's your own expectation. And when that expectation is constantly met with disappointment, this is what, it just puts you guys in a tailspin. But justice is at play here. You could be a Libra, this person could be a Libra. When your purple curtain's activated, you can't do nothing but walk through it. Okay, that purple curtain, our good and bad karma in life, through our actions, our decisions, and our emotions. Okay, believe. And again, like soul connection, mirrored energy, just because they're behind you, it doesn't mean they're not being impacted by their purple curtain. All right, just how you are, day in, day out, just how you are right now. You're going through emotional lessons right now. It's going to be okay. This is a timing card of 1 to 2 weeks as well. So we'll have to keep going with the reading, but there could be something very pivotal with your justice energy really being activated over the next couple weeks. Okay, so right now you're to the end of a very tough season. So what does that mean? You're closing out a cycle, a 2-year karmic cycle, which means you're going to have a new cycle soon. Coming into the end of a karmic cycle, and we were run by our 2-year karmic cycles to activate this in our life, right? Kind of perfect card flow right now. It's painful. Painful. Not easy. But you're coming into the end of the season. They're asking you to adapt. They're asking you to try and keep open-minded. We're trying to connect you more right now. try and see both sides without a negative lens if you can. Okay. Your empathy is shifting, and this is also chameleon energy, and let's be real, healing is that we kind of shape shift through each layer. I always say people can get stuck without change their whole life. When you activate to this healing journey, it's like a new version of you gets activated every few months. Okay, and sometimes it doesn't feel like it because of all the baby steps you're taking, and this is why I always say periodic moments of assessment to see how far you've really come. Is shape shifting right now, but you just can't see it, and that's okay. You're not meant to see it. Things are fluid. Stress heads. Sorry. I shouldn't say that again. I'm not trying to not validate your emotion. I get it. I felt it coming in here. But your emotional side's developing, your mystic energy, okay, dreams. Oh, you would be having very vivid dreams right now. But just remember the enchanting energy around you both. Sensitivity is really being activated, of course, because they're trying to get that emotion to be fluid and running. So you would be feeling very, very sensitive right now, even frustrated. Like I said, I had that moment of saying, oh, this could be really frustrating you. But fluidity, compassion, understanding, but they're getting you to dive deep into your healing, probably deeper than you've ever had to dive on this journey. But right now, I think this collective, you are actually very intuitive, but I just think your emotion is outweighing your inner knowing because you're clearing something here. Okay, so if you're very intuitive at the moment, the universe would be showing you this because they don't want you to question things. But because you're confused, and this is coming to my mind for a reason, let's say you're online and it's like you're watching an intuition test and you're getting it right, or you're watching someone and it's like you know what they're about to say before they say it, or you're listening to your music and you know what song's about to, well, you think you know what song's about to come on, and then it comes on. It's like the universe is trying to show you how powerful this is. Important because it's kind of, when I talk about discernment, when my mind deviates, these are the details for the right collective. Don't make it fit. The universe would be showing how connected you are energetically. But because you're overthinking everything, you're probably thinking, I'm so connected, so I've been wrong about everything because this is how I'm feeling. You're playing havoc on yourself. Where the universe is trying to show you, no, you're such a powerful being you've always seen. What you're facing right now is confusion. Make sense? Right, collective, that'll make sense. So because you've got all this negativity and your intuition's been right about so many things, you're now thinking that your negativity is the right emotion that you should be facing. Wrong. They're showing you these examples to shift that. I just want to make sure that makes sense. You are not going to believe this. So the bridge came out. Can you see how that flew out of the deck? So with this bridge energy, 25th of the 12th, Christmas could have been a very big detail here, or birthday could be at Christmas, like with you and this connect. Okay, so they're trying to phoenix your communication, right? So the way you guys communicate, uniting together, connecting once again, integrating again, overcoming the barriers through harmony and compromise. There's a phoenix period over it. So because you're having to, and I always say, to get a phoenix, you have to feel like you're burnt to a bloody crisp. What's happening right now? You're losing belief in everything. You're burning right now. You're burning to a crisp. It's meant to happen. Ride the wave. I always say this about healing. When people think you're healing to never feel emotion again and be kumbaya, you're crazy. That's not healing. It's learning how to ride the wave of emotion. It's learning to teach yourself while you're in the emotion, this is going to be okay. This might take a few days. This might take a week. This might take longer, although they'll give you breaks of this overwhelm. I'm going to get through it. I'm going to get through it. I'm stronger than my trauma. Life is never going to get easier. I'm just going to get better. I'm going to get more equipped. I'm going to know the right tools to deal with my emotion. I'm going to know the right tools to eventually calm my nervous system. But I have to write it first, right? So right now, when it comes to all of those overcoming barriers and this and wanting those unanswered questions spoken, they are making you burn through this fire so they can phoenix it. Okay, you're going to rise from the ashes. See this as your justice energy coming over you to make this whole situation more fluid. They're wanting to end out something that has held you back this whole journey. But to get through it, they're saying, have faith. Have faith in the journey that you've been granted. Because you losing faith on this is making this so much harder. If you can just keep believing, as hard as it is, because you can't see it, blind faith, unicorn energy, just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not real. It's going to make this transition so much easier. Okay, the right collective, you'll get it. All right. That was wanting to... Oh! I don't want to show you this card. I'm not going to show you that card. That's a good card, but I'm not going to show you because that's not what you should be focused on. Okay. Oh. So this is what you've got to remember. You're meant to learn to stand alone. So this is what you're facing your tower with, right? But this is to teach you to stand alone. This is to teach you how to break free from loneliness into independence, to make yourself emotionally fulfilled, to understand that love is a complement in our life. Excess is a complement in our life. Financial excess, love excess, family, friends, it's supposed to complement our life, so we appreciate it. When we see these things as completing us, we put way too much pressure. We become hypercritical. We become very temperamental when these things that we're thinking should complete us start to have a few little cracks because we're too dependent on it, right? This journey was meant to teach you. I complete me. I make me happy. And until you truly learn that as a collective, this is on pause. And I know it's a hard truth, but it's as simple as that. So instead of thinking you're crazy because you've been waiting so long, just keep focusing on yourself. I know easier said than done. I get it. But it was to teach you to stand alone. It was to teach you to connect to your guidance from up above and your internal guidance. And right now as well, especially with how the world is changing, you could be really breaking down the hierarchy of the world, certain governments, institutions, legal systems, corporations. You could be getting some really big downloads about worldly events right now. I always say true divine, you're a high priestess, oracle within. So you don't just get guidance about your journey, you get guidance from what the world needs to hear. Okay, remember, you guys are here to heal the world and make it a better place. That MJ song. Okay, justice. So you have to hermit through, that's why it's so painful. You know, I always see the hermit and the chariot, Matrix, Neo's story. But when he takes that pill first and he freaks out and he's like, no, I don't want it. When he just, the first Matrix, and then he has to go through the transformation, and that's his journey. Okay, and your justice energy, it makes you feel like you're hermiting, but you're actually finding peace and resolve. You're actually finding guiding light. You might not see that star at the end of the tunnel right now, but it's there. Okay, this is actually harmonizing in a conflict. Okay, again, you don't see it, but it is. But they're saying, get out of your analytical mind. This is what we're trying to break you free from, to find your sovereignty and have complete belief that it'll be okay. You're very critical. You're just going over all the details. More info needed. End of a tough cycle. Tower, so you got it twice. So that they're giving you this tower emotionally because you're at the end of the season. They're wanting you to adapt. They're wanting you to connect. They're wanting you. So Okay, that means this is a repeated cycle for this collective. And this is why I tell you guys to write everything down. Because if you had something to turn back to last time you went through this exact emotion that you're going through, the right collective, this would be a repeated thing for you. You'd be able to see, hold on a minute, I either need to change this direction, I'm dealing with it exactly the same, or wow, this is really heavy, but look at how much emotional change I've had from this point to my last point of feeling this. It feels like it's destructive. It's creating forward movement. It's creating change. Oh. That's that unanswered question. Things are fluid. It'll come to the surface actually when you're ready. You might think you're ready. You're clearly not, because otherwise it would have been released. It's not your ego's timing. It's divine's timing. Your energy. There's that frugal again. I do think there's something here. And I felt that. Things are fluid when it comes to your finances. But this collective, you can stress unnecessarily. You're becoming prepared for anything, especially when it comes to miscommunication. Do you know that? No, but your next one is overcoming barriers of communication with the Phoenix. So you need to face what is broken first to be able to fix it. All right. Emotionally. You could be feeling very low in energy, but this is about an energetic energy. So it will transition. Okay. And these secrets and stuff, it'll unfold when it's meant to. Communication, Phoenix. Oh, it's just masked. And you know it when you're in belief. But right now you think you're crazy. So you know that this is all hidden. This person's got this hidden right now because there's clearly things that need to be phoenixed and overcome. There's clearly things here that haven't been honest or whatever the case. Disguise, concealing, hidden motives, persona. Yes, and that's why the universe is making this person heal just how they're making you heal, but in their own right, the way they know how just now. Okay? Believe. How can you overcome barriers of communication and have compromise and this and that if someone's wearing a mask? It'll never work. All right? You got steady movement forward, but you need to, you're going to hate me, you need to surrender. All right. So funny. I kept seeing heaps of my moon cards as I was reading. I just want to get my moon deck quickly and then we'll really break everything down because I was just seeing a lot. Hold on. I've just got to find it. Hold on. Okay. Let's just see. What's around you energetically? Conclusions are within reach, but nothing is set in stone. And I always say that this journey, it's through your decisions that alters your time, it prolongs your timeline. So they're wanting to give you answers right now, but you need to, and this is why this reading is finding you, to change your energetical perception right now. Be stronger than your mind. And also, those things you think are set in stone and you're crazy and you're blah, blah, blah. No, just because you don't, you might be a bit of a control freak, this collective. So if you've been healing for a long time and you always find yourself back, it's because you got no control of the outcome. You haven't learnt to surrender just yet. And that might be hard to hear, but it's the truth. Okay. Sovereignty. Again, a win-win outcome is for, it's not there. Just get on top of the emotion. A win-win outcome is forecast. Let it be soon or let it be in a few weeks. Let it be a year from now. It's up to you. How are you going to break free from this emotional cycle? And if you're truly divine, that'll make sense. Okay, watch from the beginning. Meditation. Meditate and contemplate. So again, are you letting your mind control you, or are you putting things into... And I get it, and I said it in the first part. I know what you're going through emotionally. And you could be a collective, you just need to sit in it for a day. And then the next day when you wake up, you have a clearer perspective. If you have a moment to breathe the next day in the morning, get that meditation in before you start rapid changing temperament again. Okay? But they're saying you just need to meditate and contemplate. I feel this collective, you've been on this journey for a long time, and you know this. Prayer. Nothing brings more peace and resolve than prayer. Okay. Emotions are running high through this. So emotions are running high. Shift it. It's meant to be running high. You're coming into the end of a powerful season. Let's not carry this outlook into the next one. Okay. Was that belief in the impossible? It was. Remember, it's impossible. Nothing in this life is impossible. Believe. Unicorn energy. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not real. Luck is on your side. With a win-win outcome is forecast. Luck is on your side. Powerful. Again, believe. One more. Okay, bring love into the better self-talk, compassion. Bring love into the situation, not fear, not anger, not resentment, because of your own expectations. Bring love into this situation. That's what true divines are. That's what you embody. Love. Speak better right now. When you have moments that you can, like I said, when we're in that tunnel vision, it can be hard to just be like, I'm going to be positive. But those moments you can breathe, even if it's just in the morning, do it then, okay? While you're going through whatever this is. All right, let's get into it. First, I just want to get career done first. I just want to see what's coming for your career. Just in general, the creator's plan, not your own plan, creator's plan, and then we'll get into this love. I'm thinking, do I get my Tinseltown for you guys? Ace of Cups. I think I want to get my Tinseltown. Hold on, I want to get my do I? No, we'll just go this. Okay, so we've got Ace, High Priestess. It might be in the dark, it might be hidden. Trust your intuition, okay? Ace of Cups is beautiful. It's flowing emotion, all right? And it's about self-love, self-knowing, emotional fulfillment, okay? Pure intentions. I think you are a very pure collective. And I think when it comes to your career, your emotions, and maybe that ties into your work career. Maybe you're, a healer, or you work with people's emotions. Let it be a therapist, a teacher, or whatever it is. But I think they're really saying just trust. All right, everything's going to be flowing the way it's meant to. You just can't see it. And I said this the other day in a reading. You might think you know your grand plan. This could just be a stop for you right now. You're learning the tools you need for your next chapter. Oh, Ten of Cups and Justice. So right now you just need to, there's something here about, and it's so funny too, of reassessing, switching up your goals. You don't see it just yet. It's, as we said it, whatever's coming for your career, you need to trust in your justice curtain. Okay? And I always say this, people, bad karma, there's good karma to follow. After you're clearing, you get your blessings. You just need to trust. Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups, but there's some things here that will be readjusted and reassessed when you're ready to do it. So just trust right now, everything that's going on in your life is what you've signed into your life, okay? Just because you don't know your timing, you did before you chose your vessel, and then we're born and we just get bloody spiritual amnesia. We're spellbound. trust. Your life is going to be balanced. This is very beautiful. And 10 of Cups, all your ducks will be in a row. They say 9 of Cups wishes coming true. I think it's 10 of Cups. I really think once you hit that 10 of Cups point, it's like, but you learn how to appreciate it. I say healing's not just to get rid of trauma, it's to appreciate happiness. And when those good things come, you don't wish it away because you know you worked hard for it. You know when those good things go, oh, this is too good to be true, how long's it going to last? You're wishing it away. When this arrives, you're going to embrace it and you're going to know you truly deserve it. King of Wands, conquering the world. Ace of Wands, creative flow, passion, travel as well. So Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, very nice. You clearly have a very beautiful mind. Ace of Cups and Ace of Wands, you've got a creative's mind. So you're definitely meant to impact the world around you, that's for sure. So if you're feeling stuck right now, don't stress about it. You're learning the tools you need for your next chapter. Whatever that chapter may be, it's meant to be a surprise. But whatever it is, gosh, you're going to conquer the world. You're a born entrepreneurial. Is that how you say it? Free thinker, free-spirited. You were born to lead the way. So do it. Start leading. Don't follow. That emotion you're stuck in right now, and true divines, you're 5% of the population. This emotional overwhelm, that's 85% of the population's outlook. For love and career, that was conformed by the Eiffel Tower you're going through right now with your twin journey, the corporations, the schooling system, the governments, the institutions, the 10%, the world leaders. What this journey, remember the swan with that Eiffel Tower, is teaching you to break free from. So break out of it. Stop falling back into it. This overwhelm that you're going through is literally society's perception on emotion. You're meant to change society's perception on emotion. That's why you guys are here. Okay. And remember, entrepreneur, free spirit, free thinker, the leader, the one that leads the way. Oh. Now you got the Queen, so you had the King, and now you got the Queen of Wands. Literally, a magnetizing leader meant to change the world. Your new story. I think this collective, you're magic. She's my magical queen as well. Sunflowers, that could be a favorite. If you could have just bought some sunflowers. I think this right collective, you think your path is set in stone. You got a big change coming, but positively. Okay. Brand new story. You're just learning the tools that you need. Again, born to lead, born to hypnotize, enchant people. Remember that. What are you going to reassess? Oh, no more confusion, everything, and true divines. I always say you guys end up being some form of power couple. I actually find a lot of the feminines develop to your masculine's path, believe it or not. Not all, but some of you really do. But you're going to start that 7 of Cups we're trying to bring into reverse now in your current energy. It's going to happen, your claircognizance, a deeper inner knowing. Okay, a different focus is going to come. There's something here, you've been preparing something for clearly when a powerful union takes place. But right now you just got to keep focus on harmonizing your own internal duality. But you got some big decisions coming from your soul contract. That the beginning, you want that excitement, it's coming soon. Just believe. Oh, 3 of Wands at the start. They're just on the distant horizon. It's destined for you. Okay, the rebirth. And then 2 of Cups, true partnership. Oh. Alliance. You've got to you just got to wait. Okay, this collective, clearly, I actually feel your person has something very big to do with your path, all right? But also, if you are a soul trader, more entrepreneurial, this is also a card of partnerships, but a trusted partnership, duality, equal, okay? In synergy, in sync with one another. There's a rebirth coming. And it's all part of your curtain, but you just need to surrender to it. Okay, the wheel. Destiny, fate. All right. Let's get into this, love. All right, so I want to see what's really going on their end right now. Why it's so stuck? What's going on? Clearly, they have a little bit more emotional evolution that is needed. I'm looking for my little black deck. I want to go for them first. I just want to see how they're feeling right now. Actually, you know what? I don't want to go for these first. I want to go for these. Oh my gosh, look at the card at the bottom. Intervention. Expect a miracle. Divine intervention is pushing the two of you together. Do you know when? No. Should you care? No. You just need to believe. All right, what's this person feeling right now? Oh. Okay, just straight off the bat, the one card that I saw was upright. They go over the chemistry, so the physical attraction. Is that enough? No. Do you know what that's making me see? The infatuation card. So maybe they're still on the fence. Is this lust? Is this the attraction? Is this why I can't get over them? Do you deserve more? Yeah, you do. For chemistry, yes, forgiveness is here. But anyway, I've never felt a passion so intense before. Your connection is so much more. And I know, divines, your bodies are puzzle pieces for one another. I get it. But this person needs to believe it's so much more than just this intense flame and passion. Okay. Forgiveness. This is about struggling to get over the past, especially when it comes to detachment. Are they thinking of you? Yeah, they are. Are they still struggling to get over the past? Yes. Have they taken accountability or are willing to take accountability for their mask right now? I don't think so. I had to let this go so I could clear my mind. So it's still a little bit of selfishness, all right? But they do feel guilty. So they're starting to reassess. But as they're reassessing, and especially if this person does have shame and guilt or embarrassment for some of the things they've done, what they're trying to do to validate still, so they're still trying, they're breaking free from past perception, right? Is it just the intensity of attraction? Am I still just like this because they're my forbidden fruit? And I find most divines, your societal issue makes your love present very forbidden. Okay, something they need to get through. I feel pain from the damage I've caused. Oh. So they're going over a missed opportunity. This is that I left you on red, I ghosted you. I heard it very clearly. So I think I've got like 2 or 3 collectives here. You've sent this person, I'm not saying you're chasing, but I think this collective, you sent this person a pretty big declaration, okay? You let this person know how you felt about them. Maybe you took a lot of accountability for the separation here. You really put your feelings on the table, and this person didn't act when they should have. So they either left you on red, blocked you, ghosted you, whatever the case, okay? Because they're going over this. Maybe that's where the guilt comes from as well. I didn't act when I should have. They're going over a missed opportunity that they should have come forward. And now, because it's like, should I, shouldn't I, but this, that, is it just because of this? So they're still trying to validate why they're staying away from you. But, whoa. So underneath chemistry, soul tie. So again, it's that they question. There could be distance. I always, for some reason, see this card as distance, like a very long road between you guys. Or this journey, let's be real, you've all got the bloody long road between you guys, but I said it for a reason. I always feel connected to you. So even when I went over that flame, maybe they have been thinking a lot about you of recent. I'm going to have to get the Divine Truth cards to see if there's any emotional evolution or activation that's going on in it, or if it's just the emotion. Like I always say, until they're activated to the divine frequency, they don't learn. Like, it's like you guys, when you activate, right? It's not the first time in the world that there's been numbers, signs, synchronicities, and divine information. But until you're activated to the frequency, you don't learn about it. You're not drawn to it. Okay, give the example about readers or the teachers. Or it's like you'll resonate with some people and not with others because they're not the same frequency as you. We kind of went over it before. Not with that, but about this person and the energetical alignment, right? But underneath forgiveness, I'm struggling to get over the past runner. I don't want to run anymore. So they are taking a bit of accountability, but I still think I will get into it, but I still think this person's got their running boots on a bit. Detachment. Why did I just hear the 18th? I just heard the 18th. That could be an important date or the last time you spoke to this person. Write the 18th down. This collective, if everything has fit for you. Two wanted to come. So detachment. So they are how bit selfish they were. How they needed all this time to heal and think and prioritize themselves in their. So this is why they detach. So underneath detachment, they needed space, time to heal, but they prioritized their life around them. And remember, before I said it's like this person lives through the lens of the people around them. Would they admit that to themselves? Do they even know that? No. But I think they literally. It's like what their family, it's that they live through others' lens, okay? And until this person's self-aware about that, it's a lesson they need to learn. Guilty through disagreements. So maybe they deflected, gaslighted, denied a bit here. This is what they're guilty over. Backed themselves in a corner. Collective. Dug themselves to China. Missed opportunity, time. So how long it's taken now for them to respond, which means, and I felt that at the start, there's been time. Can I act now? Is it too late? I'm afraid it's too late to take action. I think this collective, you've really opened your heart space here, and they neglected you. They didn't even respond. All right, let's get these divine truths quickly. I just want to see if there's any form of soul evolution going on right now. And if there is, well, depends how this deck goes, and then we might see an intention here if that's nice. Or if they're not ready to really move forward with this, we'll just see what they want to say, what they're fearful to say. Oh, God. Okay, communication. So they are thinking about it. Expect a message from me soon. I want to express how much I truly miss you. I've made mistakes and lied in the past. Will you ever trust me again? This card is untrustworthy. So they know they lied and deflected. The disagreement's what they feel guilt over. Confirmation. So this is why they're a bit tongue-tied right now. Maybe as well they know to come forward. There's that intervention again. They need to be very honest with you. True divines. Oh, God. You can't fib to one another. You just know. You see through each other. Okay, isolation, that's good. So if they're going through an isolation, that means just how you guys went. People are dropping off like flies that don't align with them. I need, but this says I need to be alone, figure out who I am, who I want to be. Please be patient with me with divine timings. 7:17 on the clock as well. We brought up Mercury retrograde 17th to the 7th, and we brought that up before 7:17. But the divine is involved in this. The universe always delivers in divine timing. Be patient and trust the process. 11:11. Until this person goes through this isolation. And maybe this is why they're thinking about this now, because they are starting to hit their period of isolation and true activation. Not just craving you and avoiding you, not just craving you and distracting you, but really starting to reflect on the power of this. And this is clearly why they're going over soul tie or chemistry. Soul tie, chemistry. It's like there's something brewing. I think this person thinks of speaking to you more than ever, watching. So they're watching you. So you would have had maybe a feeling this person was watching your socials, or, oh, I just heard this. You want to hope they didn't. If they've, you know, if you guys don't have each other on socials, or, you know, the blocking game, which I find a lot of divines do, if this person just adds you and doesn't say anything, or unblocks you and doesn't say anything, still not ready. So don't let that overwhelm you. That's emotional baiting. I'll do this and I'll see, either will this person block me or will they communicate with me first. It's like that means they don't have their complete strength. Okay. So this is another reason I say, especially if you are in that blocking game, don't check. Don't check. What's the point of checking? What, to see that they've unblocked you? Or even stories. Why do you guys view your stories? To see if they're watching. It just sends unnecessary havoc. If they want a message, it doesn't matter if they're viewing your stories or got you blocked, they're going to message you. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's just energetical chasing. So just let it be. There's a reason that came. But by the smell of this person's energy, this checking on your social media has become a new daily habit. I think it's a burner. I'm going to be honest. I can't see this person freely, but there is a reason I just brought up that deviation. They're not locked in. It's not divine masculine strength. Okay. So don't be disheartened by it. Again, trust the universe. But they want to grow old with you. Promise me you won't stop loving me even when we are old and greyed. And maybe there's a fear of that too. How can you love me after everything that's been done? Okay, so the community is still distorted. So reason we say everything, they want to do this so much, but they're still just, they're not complete, they're halfway shifting their perception. My views on relationships are distorted from my past experiences, so they're still holding on to past. I'm struggling to get over the past, but then what was the one underneath? What was with it? I don't even remember. It's like they're transitioning. Untrustworthy. Oh, it was the sexual connection with you. I think this person might be very jealous and accused you a lot of things, but maybe they themselves unfortunately denied some things to do with, you know, I'm hearing sexual addictions. I'm going to be honest. The right collective, you'll know what this is, but to have untrustworthy and then irresistible, it's hard for them to not fall short to temptation. And I think this person denied this with you. I cannot resist you. You were the best I've ever had. And I do think that about you as well. Like, that they think this about you, that I think, you know what I'm saying. You have my undivided attention. So underneath divine timing and irresistible, enchanted, the more I see you, the more I love and adore you. My heart. And you had that Queen of Wands, and I said, remember I said you're meant to enchant and magnetize the people around you. Sign. So through whatever period of isolation, this is why they're locked in on you right now. I think you're their escape. Career driven. I think that's what they see with you. Maybe if this was a grievance in the past and they just thought you prioritized your career, and I think they watch you through whatever your career is. Okay, but I do think you're inspiring them to really get their ducks in a row as well, especially if you have been stressing about finances, and you shouldn't be stressing about finances. A big part of this collective, you're probably picking up on their energy with that. And then evil eye. I'm going to be honest. I always say people that watch in the background, even if it's in admiration, but they don't make their presence known, it's sending you, it's an energetical attack, especially for a soul connection, because you would feel it. Don't get karma for this. All eyes are on you. There is jealousy, envy, and negativity being thrown. So I think it's their jealousy. Okay. I don't think it's negativity, but I think it's more the way that they're just like, bleh, on you right now. Let's get one more. I'm going to be honest, we didn't get one about emotional evolution at the moment. Oh, we love that, though. That's one of my favourite cards, the Weirdos card. You're just two peas in a pod. You did everything together. So they're going over that very comfortable best friend kind of connection, but strategizing, putting together an offer you can't refuse. Planning their next move. We've got nothing here but isolation and divine timing about them actually emotionally growing. Okay, so the emotion of you is here. So they're thinking about you, but have they activated that divine feminine or divine masculine strength in them? Not just yet. I'll get one more to... I think things are still distorted. They're stressed. So they're still in the very left on red. That's the card I was seeing specifically. I am emotionally drained to the point where I'm beginning to shut down. So they're still in the very physical subconscious programming emotion, and that's why this collective is. You need more strength here because you're accelerating. I truly believe you're going through this for a reason, yes, but I think you're picking up their overwhelm and mistaking it for your own. So this, how could this be? This is crazy. It's been way too long, and that's their emotion. That's literally their emotion right now. The time, the missed opportunity. It's like you're feeding their confusion and you're feeding their fear. So this is why I say, the divine feminines, having to break through one of their 1,000 of masks, you guys lead the way. You have strength. You have strength to be in front of this emotion and clear this emotion. Okay? Don't feed fear right now. Oh, there's the transformation. But I think it's just starting to really brew in this person. Let's get... I'm not going to get there chewing. I'm not getting tarot for this just yet. You guys just need to release that. I am going to get my twin cards and see what the universe wants you to focus on energetically when it comes to this. And then... no tarot for this just yet. It's too blocked. They haven't made nothing set in stone card. And not just that, this collective, one of the biggest things is your expectation. It feels, we've got to remove that. You're feeling like you're constantly disappointed. So let's just focus on you, your energy work, and surrender to the time of it all. All right. Mirror's first card, number 11. So this is what you need to work on energetically. Being mirrors for each other makes self-love so important. You both struggle with that. I wish I was there to love you, but if I'm not, I want you to love and nurture yourself. So just think of you, the things that make you happy, self-care, have more belief in yourself. This is coming from self-doubt. Believe in your greatness so they can believe in their greatness. So again, your focus should be you. So even as you're clearing this energy, do it for you. Not for the intention, oh, if I do this, it'll feed their threads and it'll make them positive. No, I want to be bloody happier. This has got nothing to do with this person. This is me. I want to thrive in my life. I want to find my emotional fulfillment. I want to understand I complete myself. That's what my focus is going to be. How can I emotionally fulfill me? How can I get to the point where I understand I complete myself, I can make myself happy? Okay. Oh my God! Oh my God! Sorry. You got it. My OGs, stop it. I can't believe you, 132 cards. You got it. This very rarely comes out. You just got 11, 11, 11. So 11, 11, and 11. Trust. This isn't far. It's not for that to come out. That's not long. Oh my God. 11, 11. We're coming into union. I'm not doing future. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I can't. You just got 11, 11, 11 and the union card. Why am I hearing that song? Lady in red, dancing with me. That's what I'm hearing. Maybe you guys love to dance with each other. Cheek to cheek. Oh, love that song. There's nobody here, just you and me. I don't know all the words, but it's a beautiful song. Oh, God. 5, transformation. I daydream about you. Sometimes it's sexual. This person, when it comes to the lust for you, they need to settle pedal. Sometimes it's sexual, other times I visualize our future together. So I think for the right, because this is energy you need to just release, right? Are they going to come over you? Yes. Are you going to visualize them? Yes, but do it positively. If you are going to sit in the emotion of them, stop trying to give yourself excuses in the mind to not love them, because unfortunately, that's what's projecting through your mirror right now. So if they do come over you and you do not have the strength to soothe your emotion in that moment, at least say to yourself, I'm not going to see this negatively. I am breaking free from the 85% of the population's outlook. Watch your whole reading. So why am I going to keep falling short to it? I don't care if this makes me feel crazy. I've been on this journey long enough. Look at my divine light. Look at how much I've transformed. And I would, union or not, I would rather cherish the love. I would rather cherish the love I had with this person. Again, if you've been thinking they're your divine, you loved them to the depth of your soul. So why tarnish that because of your own expectation and just they haven't come in the right way? It's that happiest year of my life. Thank you for the happiest year of my life. Remember that. Stop tarnishing what was once so beautiful. Who cares what people say about you believing in your love story and your divine union? Who cares? Because that's where it comes from. Literally. You start saying this because it's belief system, society's expectation on love. You're bloody crazy winning someone after that long. You're crazy. You're delusional. You're in limerence. F it. You know how this person made you feel. Sit in it. Okay? It's a natural, heartache is a natural part of life. I say 4 to 7 years to truly get over deep heartbreak. The human brain. So no one should have an opinion. No one should have an opinion. Okay? There's a reason I'm saying that for this collective. Because this fear and this anxiety and disappointment you face, it's because you think you're crazy for still loving them. Why? They change your soul. Union or not. You truly shared a very magical connection of deep, profound love. And that's all that matters. Okay? And then another union card. A marriage union card, by the way. 6. Our love will manifest through union of the mind, body, and soul. Expanding these areas allows our love to grow. You're already in union. Remember that. And that's what we talk about right now, separation frequency, because that's all you can focus on. If you can actually change your perspective, remember your profound love. Union or not, cherish the memories you shared. That brings you into union, because it's a union frequency. You're remembering the love. You have true acceptance of why things were done. It was for the evolution of you finding your own emotional fulfillment in life. Right now, you are staying in separation frequency because that's all you're focusing on. Change your outlook, okay? Well, I was going to say that's too many, but karmic ties and karmic subconscious programming. I'm struggling with codependency, and this collective, you're codependent to the outcome of this. I'm afraid to let go of my old coping mechanisms. So if you still struggle with codependency, they'll show you this. And this example comes with family. It comes with friends. You know, even when you meet a friend and you guys like... those friends, it's like you just love bomb each other. It's so intense and so codependent, and then you literally just end up bloody ghosting this person because you've been just love bombing each other in such a short period of time. Codependence. Let it be with your family. You get triggered if they don't respond straight away, or see what you're still codependent with, right? Because this person, they're still codependent to their environment as well. So instead of focusing again on this, what codependent traits do you still have? Because you could think you've healed them, but clearly you haven't. I'm realizing this connection is something special and worth treasuring. And we said that. Treasure your memories. Don't tarnish them because of your own expectation. And then timing and intentions. I'm praying you'll come back after everything that's happened between us. Who cares what's happened? I worried that you won't forgive me and allow me another chance. And this collective, you are so frustrated. Remove it. Remove it. What had to happen had to happen. You got to let go of the past. Otherwise, you're just going to repeat the past. And you got another 11, by the way. 11 to the 7th, 7th to the 11th. I'm trying to understand how my thoughts create my reality. Truth. I know I need to stay positive. Are you? No, you're not. So be positive. Okay. All right. That was beautiful. I'm not getting tarot. You got the union card. You just need to surrender to your union and trust in your union. Your union will come. Like I said, I feel this collective, you're a lot further along than you think. I think you've been on this journey for bloody years. Just trust. Oh my God, you got the fiery climax. That's what I was seeing with the moon cards, but it didn't come out. But fiery climax approaches eventually. I did hear the number 18, but that might not be this month. Don't be holding on to this month and have another expectation. Just write 18 on a whiteboard or a calendar, or Salem ringing her bell. When the student is ready, teacher appears. Striking message will come. Cobra. You could have a pet snake, or you could have just seen a snake or found some snake skin. Trust in divine timing when time stops. Perfect timing. This stops on the 26th, 10/26, so 26th of the 10th, but trust in divine timing. Okay. Big J, that could be an important one, but crescent moon. Oh, and S there as well. You could be born on a crescent moon, or this person, your golden elixir. So you're feeling each other more than ever. So, oh, yuck, sorry, pig, I just burped. But so be positive right now. X marks the spot. That's also 10 days, X. Of something that might just be happening in your life, not this person. Okay. Sage at home. Maybe you just bought some new sage sticks, or you need to. You're running low. But trust in divine timing, divine intervention. And then black and white animals, spirit animals. You could be seeing a lot of black and white animals right now for your own internal balance, but maybe you shared a black and white pet, or you're going to get a black and white pet. And then pearl. Remember, the world is your oyster, this collective. All right. Important dates, memories. I was wrong. Or birthdays, or angel numbers. Okay, 5544. So, yeah, I think you would be seeing a lot of 555. You are going through a very pivotal transformation. But even 999, because you're closing out a cycle. 10th of the 3rd. That birthday has been coming out so much. So either the 10th of March or the 3rd of October. 18. And I saw that. Oh, I just flipped it to 4. That was an 18, but I flipped it to 4. So now it's 444. It's about 18th of the 4th. 20th of the 7th. 20th of the 4th. 4th of the 1st. 1st of the 4th. 17th. 17th of the 7th. And that came up as a time as well. 17th of the 2nd, 17th of the 5th. Oh, and then that just went to 17. That literally, so 17 is another important number. 17 and 18. All right, my beautiful angels, I love you guys. I will definitely be on YouTube later today. What I'm going to do, I will upload this on YouTube too. I don't know why, but of recent, I've had so many people messaging me saying my TikToks are glitching and pausing, and I think it's because I upload such long parts, I'm gonna be honest. But for them to be able to upload that long parts, they should have that better organized bloody TikTok. But anyway, so I'm gonna upload this here. I'll also upload it on my, but I'm saying it right at the end, so if it's been glitching, I should have said it at the start. I will have it uploaded on my YouTube, but I will have another YouTube collective up later today. All right, I love you guys, and yeah, have a good day.